Right, hello everybody and welcome to another video on Chelsea and Steve. Yeah, I bet you're sick of the sight of me. Well, not me, I only get me once a week, but Paul's doing them all the time because Sunderland in this transfer window are non-stop. Whether it's bringing in new signings, releasing new merch, going to Portugal, playing in friendlies, it's all go at the minute, and let's be honest, we wouldn't have it any other way because we're back in the big time, and this is Sunderland showing us that they're really going to make an effort, they're really going to give it a go, and they really want to stay in this division. So the main purpose of the video is our Sunderland's new #1 supporter, Fabrizio Romano, has given a here we go yet again. But before we get into it, do us a favour, hit the thumbs up and subscribe if you're new, please. It really means a lot of us. I was speaking to Chelsea today, by the way, and I'm not happy because he looks at stats and all that. And out of all the people who watch our videos, 60% of you aren't even subscribed. Oh wait, what's going on? Hit the subscribe button, means a lot. And cheers. But the main reason, and also the video is brought to you as always by 10 Away Garage Stores. Look up on Facebook if you need any garage store needs. Here we go. Fabrizio Romano has announced, here we go, Sunderland have agreed a deal with Sassuolo, who have just recently been promoted to Serie A in Italy for their left winger, however he can play in any attacking position. Armand Lauriente, 26-year-old French footballer. We've signed him for a £20 million fixed fee. No add-ons included on this one, so that's money's gone and it's done. 5-year deal, as most of our signings have been in this summer. Fabrizio Romano says the personal terms have been agreed. However, on Sky Sports, Keith Downey said that they were very close, or they were in a very late stage of negotiations. So that's still up in the air, but Fabrizio Romano says personal terms have been agreed and is expected to fly to the northeast on Saturday. Now, Armand Lauriente, we've looked, probably, if you're like me, you've probably looked into him quite a bit because we've been linked with him since quite early on in this transfer window, which normally means we're not going to sign them. Normally we'll get linked with someone on the morning and then we'll sign them by dinner time. But this time, we've been linked with them the whole window and it looks as though it's coming. Like, we haven't seen these scarf pick yet, but it's been announced on Sky Sports and not Fabrizio, so it's normally a good sign if we go by our previous transfers in this window. So Armand Lauriente, he's predominantly a left winger. He can also play on the right and centre forward. Last season he spent most of his time for Sassuolo, being their main man, by the way, guiding them to promotion to Serie A. He spent most of the time up front or on the left wing. He got 19 goals in all competitions, 18 in the league, 1 in the cup, and 5 assists. Now, I've watched several videos of him. Now, I know I always say the videos made out on YouTube because I remember watching Josie Altidore, but I've looked into him this one a bit more because of how long we've been linked, and he looks fantastic. He's fast, he's strong, his footwork's phenomenal, and one thing that I've noticed, he looks dead calm. He's dead calm on the ball. He knows where the back of the net is, and he finishes with calmness. He doesn't panic. But some of them, if you haven't, type him in on YouTube and I'll have a look at some of his footwork. Some of the way he just sails past players, it's a joy to watch. And if he does that when he comes to Sunderland, then he'll have the fans jumping all over. Just like many of the signings that we've made, we're very excited for them because we're doing things the right way. We're bringing in young, exciting talent. Now, Lauriente, would you class him as young? Me, I would, because I'm older than God's dog. But he's 26, so he's older than who we normally go for. But what will bring is he'll have more experience than what the majority of our squad does have. Obviously, we've got Reynolds 31, but the rest of them are in either 20 or 21, you know what I mean? He has worked with Reggie Lebris before at Lorient. So Reggie seems to be going down this path. Obviously, he knows a lot about the French Football League. Lorient used to be in the French Football League. Obviously, he's making signings of people who he knows and people who he's worked with before. And I've got no problem with that. I mean, I wouldn't want him bombarding, not like the old Harry Redknapp days where every team he went to manage, he rang up Cranchcraft, Crouch and Defoe, get the old band back together. He's seen players, not necessarily just the ones that he's managed or coached, but ones that he's come up against, and he's remembered them, he's obviously kept an eye on them, and he's made it clear who he wants. We know it's not him in charge of the signings, but I think it's clear to say that Reggie does have an impact in the signings that we are making. Like I said, this one, I'm excited about this one, I really am. There's been many teams after him, But since we've been linked, it looks as though it's only been us who's going to get the deal through. Like I said, we've had no scarf picture yet, but if it's on Sky Sports and Romano's announcing it, then it's only a matter of time. But never say it, never. So let's say basically plays anywhere from midfield up, right midfield, left wing, right wing, forward, or attacking midfielder. We are now heavy in their positions. I still do believe we need a set striker. Unless he's been bought to be a striker, then I still think we do need to bring in an experienced or a big striker. Someone who can actually win the ball in the air. Excuse me. And I still think we need at least one centre-half and another goalkeeper to go alongside Pato. But do I believe we're finishing the transfer window? Do I bollocks? I think there's still a lot more coming in. You've got to bear in mind the season's still just less than 4 weeks away. And then the window's open for another 5 weeks after that, or 3 weeks after that, sorry. So there's going to be a lot more coming through the door. But business so far, I am very happy with. And this one I'm very, very happy with. Like I say, he's strong, he's fast, he's a unit. He's strong, doesn't get pushed off the ball, and he's got good footwork. And he knows where the back of the net is. Like I say, he was Sassuolo. Bloody hell, Sassuolo, I've turned into Paul. Sassuolo's main man last season, who got them promoted to Serie A, and it looks as though by the end of the weekend we're going to see him in the colours of red and white. Other minor business while we're talking about it. Oh, sorry, let me know what you think in the comments about this signing. Have you been looking into him like I have since we got linked with him a month ago? Are you happy with it? Are you not? Who else would you like to see come in? Other business around the club. Obviously, as expected, the away strip, the blue away strip, sold out pretty much in the first weekend. And I don't know if you've seen this, but it looks as though there was a massive delivery yesterday at the club shop. And everyone's saying that it is the new home kit being delivered, ready for when that gets released. When that gets released, we do not know. I've got a feeling that tonight's I've got a feeling that it could be when they're in Portugal, and I think we could see it for the first time on the players in Portugal. Now that's just me speculating, of course, but I think it'll end up getting released end of next week if this club shop's got it now. Like I said, there's still been many knock-ups or guesses of what the kit's going to be. I know there's certain people already selling a version of the home kit, which I hope it is not that, but time will tell and we will soon find out. Other than that, just a quick one. Signing number 7, possibly through the door. I'm still buzzing. I'm on the moon with the way we're doing business. I mean, I was panicking a little bit because we hadn't signed anyone for 6 years. I was about to start going down with the banners saying speak one out. But no, it looks like number 7 is going to be through the door by the end of the weekend. And it's another exciting one. It's another one that is going to do nothing but improve and strengthen our squad. And it just gets you even more buzzing for the opening game of the season, which of course is sold out against West Ham. I'll be there. Most of you will be there. But that's about it. Let us know your thoughts. And remember, hit the thumbs up and subscribe. Just subscribe. 60% of you is unsubscribed. Oh wait, do us a massive favour. Other than that, thanks for watching. And of course, away the lads!